For 20 years, I believed my walking would only get worse. MS convinced me decline was permanent. I leaned on canes, I rode scooters, and I told myself that was my future. But over the past 10 years, something started to change. And now, today, my walking feels different. Smoother, lighter. Like my nervous system just rewrote the instructions. So it's safe to say right now, I'm in a phase I never thought I'd reach. Ever since I made up my mind to start physical therapy, I've been laser focused on my gait. And something clicked.
What Steve is describing isn't just a good day. It's neuroplasticity at work. When new connections form in the brain and spinal cord, old movement patterns can be overwritten. That's not just theory. That's remyelination in action.
Thinking back, I've never had this level of control. It feels like my brain is finally trusting my body again. Like the two sides of me are actually working together.
MS progression damages myelin, leaving nerves exposed and slowing signals. But here's the hopeful part. Remyelination can restore those signals. The right environment, exercise, sleep, potassium, niacin, iodine, creates the conditions. Then repetition, like gait training, rewires the brain to use what's been repaired.
That's what excites me most about this phase. It's not just walking better. I mean, I know the system is still changing, still healing. And it makes me wonder, if I've reached this point after all these years, what else might be next? When I was diagnosed in 2004, walking felt like something I was slowly losing. Fatigue, spasticity, foot drop, each one piled on more and more. By 2008, I was leaning on a quad cane indoors and using a scooter outside. I thought that decline was permanent. In those years, it wasn't just a physical loss. It was emotional. I felt isolated. Friends faded, and I spent long stretches all alone. My dog Crocker became my anchor, the one who kept me grounded.
That long decline wasn't inevitable. In MS, progression often looks permanent because damaged myelin isn't cleared. The debris lingers, blocking repair. Only when the immune system and repair cells align can real healing begin.
Things started to shift when I picked up weightlifting in 2013. I still can't believe what I did. At first, I thought it was all about strength. But lifting taught me something deeper. Every rep was retraining my nervous system. Then I added rowing, super maximal interval training, short bursts, total rest. My body couldn't handle steady output, but I could handle this rhythm. And over time, that rhythm started to rebuild me.
Exercise, especially wave loading and rowing intervals, drives neuroplasticity. Signals repeat, circuits strengthen. Layer that on top of remyelination, and the brain doesn't just recover, it rewires.
But even with all of that, my gait never truly, fully came back. Until recently, there's a glimmer of hope. I'm preparing for physical therapy. I've started thinking about movements in a new way. It's not just exercise, it's intentional practice. Breaking down each step, rebuilding trust between my brain and my legs.
This intentional practice is critical. Studies show that when remyelination occurs, the nervous system still needs repetition to integrate those repaired circuits. Otherwise, the brain reverts to old compensations.
That explains why today feels so different. It's not just that my body is changing, it's that my brain is finally catching up to the repair. Looking back, I never thought I'd reach this point. Not after years of canes, scooters, fatigue, spasticity, all of it. But every choice stacks up. Diet, potassium, niacin, lifting, rowing, sleep, iodine. Each one nudged me, the system forward.
Recovery is rarely one breakthrough. It's the layering of small, consistent signals. Over time, they reshape the terrain of the nervous system.
That's what this phase is all about. It's not just walking. It's the proof that healing is still possible. For you, for me, for everyone with MS, even decades into MS. There are so many moments I thought recovery had peaked. When I could stand a little longer, when I could walk from one room to another without grabbing the wall. Those felt like milestones at the time, but what I see now is they were stepping stones, preparing me for what this new level I'm on. And there were setbacks too, so many. Moments I thought I was relapsing, like in 2021, when I was overtraining, made me feel like I was going backwards. Steroids didn't help. It wasn't inflammation. It was my body telling me to change strategy.
That 2021 moment was critical. In relapsing remitting MS, the line between relapse and silent progression can blur, but it also highlights something powerful. The nervous system responds not just to damage, but to how we train it.
From there, I learned balance. Push hard. Rest deliberately. 2 days on, 1 day off. 2 more days, then the weekend to recover. That rhythm has carried me forward ever since. And now, entering this new phase, I see how important that balance is. Without it, I never would have made it here.
The lesson is universal. Healing doesn't follow a straight line. It's adaptive, shaped by how we move, how we fuel, how we rest. And in MS, each of those choices tilts the balance toward repair or decline.
If you've noticed your own small wins, moments where things just felt different, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. And if you want the full breakdown of my supplements and routines, check my Patreon. That's where I share everything I've learned to get me right here. Because this isn't the end. This is just the next phase. Soon you'll be here. I think coming soon, I'll share what happens when I step into the physical therapy for the first time in years. That, I believe, will open an even more powerful chapter. Until the next one.